What's up, guys? Welcome back to... Oh, you guys are filthy. Welcome back to Wrenching Wrecked. We are back at it again after... Party was on Saturday. Today is Tuesday. So we're kind of just getting back in the swing of things. We closed the shop on Friday at the powder coating shop just so I could get the rest of the final bits prepped up here. And holy cow, did we get busy over the weekend. Came back in today, it was just overwhelming. Like stuff everywhere. Big stuff, little stuff, small jobs, bulk, industrial jobs, whatever. Can't complain about that. I'm super thrilled, except the fact that now I got a week of catch up to do for last week being up here more than I was over there, but that's how it goes. Anyways, I got the sea of bikes put back together, and by sea, just these are all running, riding. Did fire up the chopper at the chopper barn party. I'm not good at filming when I'm at an event that I'm hosting at all. So I tried turning the camera on a little bit at the very, very beginning of that show slash event. Hopefully, I mean, it's not going to do anything justice. My brother came out with his drone again. We definitely had less bikes this year. I don't know if the price tag scared people away or if it was the 90% chance of rain that was on the forecast when I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. None of which actually hit us, but I know it kind of just came at us and then spread out, skipped us, but everybody around me got hit. So I don't think the rain helped. That's for darn sure. But just kind of slowly but surely getting this stuff pieced back together. There is a new owner of this ironhead motor. So that's fun. I don't know when he's coming out to pick that up, but we had my buddy Doug taking care of all the raffle stuff. That was his in here. He was running all the chopper games and all the chopper events for us, which was fantastic. All the buddies came out. We had a ton of people show up. Not as many as I wanted, but it was a very good group for the people that did show up. Still got to break down the rest of the tables. But I am going to combine all of the drone footage I have from my brother, plus whatever bits I found on the internet from people that were at the event into one little kind of time-lapse blurb. I know it won't actually do the event justice, so I do apologize for everybody waiting, or that everybody that has been waiting on chopper barn footage and chopper barn stuff. It was a good time. I mean, if you had a bad time and you were here, let me know in the comments. We're still working on improving it. My buddy Tim that got hit, we were doing a little raffle, or not a raffle, but we were trying to raise some money for him. He got hit on this sporty there. Tim and Morgan, they're wonderful people, but they couldn't be here. He's still in the hospital from 2 weeks ago. And we had a couple buddies throw some cash in there, and I was just, when I finally opened up the box, we added to it quite a bit. So hopefully that helps you guys out, because I know you guys watch these every now and again. Tim, Morgan, we love you guys. Hopefully this makes it a little bit easier for you. But yeah, today's Tuesday. Yesterday was a very, very slow get back to the shop. It's also been absurdly hot. Absurdly hot. I just went around, picked up all the garbage cans. For everybody that came out, if anybody watches the channel, thank you guys for being an awesome crowd, an awesome group that was up here. I had less than an hour of picking up trash. Genuinely, I filled up all the trash cans. We had garbage cans for garbage, and then all the 55-gallon drums were cans only. I still got to go around and pick those up, but we're scrapping that old pontoon that we sank, not this last weekend, but last year's chopper barn event. So that and all the aluminum cans will go over to the scrapyard. But overall, I couldn't be happier. For all of the vendors and all the people that came out, thank you so much. All the volunteers, all the other people we had helping us out with all of this. I know the last week has been a little stressful and makes everybody go a little bit crazy because we're all trying to figure out a million different things. But thank you. Genuinely, thank you all for all the support. Dottie and I can do a lot, but there's no way we can do this all on our own. Even if we're butting heads on stuff, we always have the best of intentions. It's just a matter of trying to translate that to everybody else with the group. And I think we're gonna try and do another one next year. Might be changing up. Well, I know we're going to be changing up a ton of stuff, but overall, everything worked out well. We had one person go down all day on a mini bike. That death trap over there. Fixed that Friday night. But other than that, I mean, it was a pretty good, pretty chill time for the guys that stuck around and camped out. Sunday morning was a blast, as anticipated. It was just like it was last year. A little more low-key, but the sun also came out, so it was absolutely stupid hot. But a good day of swimming on the lake. Other than that, we're trying to get back into the swing of things. It's going to take me a little bit. Did have one person that had to open the door and see what's behind the door, and now all of my sand mess that builds up on that back wall won't let me close the door, so I'll have to clean that tomorrow. I think that was you, Cody, right? Guessing. But not a big deal. We'll get all that taken care of. Overall success. If you missed it, schedule it in for next year. I don't know the exact dates. We haven't thought that far ahead, but it's probably going to be around the same weekend. I know a lot of people had other events going on too. I didn't want to cut into Full Tilt up in Minnesota. Love those guys. So we kind of pushed it back 1 week, and the weather just didn't really want to cooperate. 95% chance of rain. We got no rain, but I don't blame you. Anyways, that'll kind of wrap this one up. I just wanted to do a quick recap / intro to the Chopper Barn Bash. Enjoy the rest of the footage, because this is going to be all of the stuff that I could accumulate in this video. I know it's kind of fragmented, but I didn't really know how else to do it. I can't be walking around with this thing when I'm talking to people, hosting, directing vendors, and answering. Just wouldn't have made for a good video. So next year, maybe I'll get somebody else to grab the camera and walk around and look like they're doing something. But I think we had Tilly taking photos for us, so I will add her up here once I get a little bit more info and go from there. So enjoy the tunes, enjoy the overall coverage of the event, but it'll be another couple days before we get rocking and rolling on getting back into working on stuff up here. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm doing this now before the end of the video, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Enjoy the Chopper Barn footage. How hard are we working over here?
We're working awfully hard.
Hot wieners! Look at those sexy guys. Holy pretzel. Fuck your chopper parts. Where's that pretzel?
time passed, wedding day. Then my feet turned cold at the tone of those wedding bells. I felt bad, everybody got dressed up, but I knew I'd messed up, so I had to fess up that all I really wanted was just to get drunk as hell. So I jilted that poor woman and I got drunk as hell. I'm a talking about hellfire, yeah, hellfire, oh hellfire, that's where I'm bound. I'm a talking about hellfire, yeah, hellfire, oh hellfire, that's where I'm bound. Sinful, needing grace. Sunday morning, knew the place. So I stumbled into church and sat down for a spell. A few minutes in, I felt free of sin, so I polished up my bottle of bathtub gin and got stinking, dirty, awful, drunk as hell. Yeah, right there in the back pew, I got drunk as hell. I'm talking about hellfire, oh hellfire. That's where I'm bound. I'm talking about hellfire, yeah, hellfire, oh hellfire. That's where I'm bound. All right. Well, my drinking buddy passed away, lightweight, couldn't hang, so I filled my flask and went to say farewell. I stood in the back, dressed in black, tearing up and turning up and getting lit up. Good God, awful, greasy and drunk as hell. I cried, I'm coming for you, buddy, that's where I'm bound. I'm talking about hellfire, oh hellfire. That's where I'm bound. I'm talking about hellfire, oh hellfire, yeah, hellfire. That's where I'm
I try like a fool and I try again, crying like a baby left out in the wind. You lie just like a dog, it's when I die again. When I come back to life, I'll holler, why again? Like two monkeys in a cage, throwing worse than insults, loving in a rage. The only difference fighting makes is if you're wrong or right, making me see colors when it's only black and white. So I try like a fool, then I try again, crying like a baby left down in the wind. You lie just like a dog, it's when I die again. When I come back to life, I'll holler, why again? I try like a fool, then I try again. Crying like a baby left down in the wind. He'll lie just like a dog, it's when I die again. When I come back to life, I'll holler, why again? Why again? Why?
I totally forgot about the Chopper Barn merch for this year. So hopefully you saw that when we did the walk around in the video, but here are the 2025 shirts. If you missed the event and are interested, I will have these up. Please shoot me an email. I think it's listed in the description. wrenchingwrecked@gmail.com. But Chopper Barn 2025 and the oil stain underneath the shovel head. But we got boogie vans and choppers. Anybody wants one of these, they are up for sale. Shoot me an email. I like talking to you guys individually anyway, so shoot me an email or shoot me a comment. That's it. Back to the time lapse.
Well, howdy, y'all. Well, did you miss me? Go on and say I told you so. Yeah, now I know the straight life is a no-go. Yeah, I was wrong. I tried to get domesticated, but yesterday I finally couldn't take it, and I was gone. I probably should have told my wife, but the minute I saw the light, I just dug out my boots and threw out the fanny pack, sold the van and got my old Harley back, cranked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac, straight to the nearest bar. AC/DC on the jukebox, back and back. Got so drunk I was singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. So it's a fact, the rascal is back. He got back, I ain't gonna lie. I dressed up in a suit and tie, pulled out the driveway 7:45. Yeah, in the morning. She started having baby fever. She made me trade my Harley for a Kia. Oh, help me, Lord. I saw my reflection in the minivan and thought, this ain't who I am. So I dug out my boots and threw out the fanny pack, sold the van and got my old Harley back, cranked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac, straight to the nearest bar. AC/DC on the jukebox, back and black. Got so drunk I was singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. I woke up in someone's yard. The rascal is back. My mind that I'm a fool for leaving all I had, but then I think about it, dear. Boy, I sure am glad that I dug out my boots and threw out the fanny pack, sold the van and got my old Harley back, picked up the bike and flew out the cul-de-sac. AC/DC on the jukebox, back and black. Got so drunk I was singing like a maniac, smoked so much I about had a heart attack. So hang on to your hats, the rascal is back.